Hello, and first of all, I would like to thank you to give me the opportunity to present my final project for this course. Um, okay, so in this short video, I will um, briefly introduce the project and also I will go through the through the system's user interface to present the features that we have that I have implemented in this system. Okay, so we already discussed in previous presentations how the quality of relationships can have impact on our life and society in general, and yeah, so our approach to enhance the relationship quality of our like the subjects in this system is based mainly on a psychological theory on by um Myers and Briggs. It's quite well known. So this particular theory asks different questions and try to model like categorize subject in one of the 16 categories, and each category gives a general idea about like a person's person's inner thinking, inner thinking and like personality. And also there is another important um part of this project is this theory also discusses the compatibility between the between the different type of people and personalities. So our approach in this system is to ask the same questions that this the tools in this particular theory works with, and get the categorize a person, and then we try to and then we match the and then we match the person's partner's personality and see how much is the chances of their success of their relationship. And also there is another important fact that we will work here in this system. So we have developed a framework. So what happens first, a user takes the test, and then he does the system tries to model his personality, and gives a general idea about how this person would behave in a particular situation or in a particular relationship, especially family and domestic relationships. And also we have presented some psychological tools in this as part of in this project as a as a part of the framework. The concept is these are the same tools used by the professional psychologists to restructure our cognitive thinking, cognitive behavior. And so the idea is, if the subject works with those tools and retake those tests after like a month or 2 months time, they can have significant change in their behavior and in their personality. And we that's how we know how the relationship is, the quality of the relationship is improving or not improving. So, and system is generates the comments about the relationship, how the relationship is working. So okay, so first of all, so before I start, I just briefly give a quick overview of the system's architecture, how this things are organized. Okay, so first of all, so this is how the system is organized in general. So in our system we have some REST endpoints for some synchronous features, like especially UI related, and then we have message based queues to do some other asynchronous tasks. Okay, this system is based on a microservice based architecture. So what happened, all the functional microservices are behind the firewall, especially, and all these are exposed through a gateway service, which is implemented using Zool. We also have a discovery server and configuration server. So configuration server is a place where all the services get the configuration from, and after they're getting configured, they register themselves with the discovery server. And discovery server and gateway together work together, and they do load balancing as well. Okay, so as the name suggests, admin services provide admin related features, and if we see psychology services present psychological tools and processing of responses given by the user, and client services present the different client related features. And then we have developed two user interfaces. They are developed using Angular, version 8 Angular, and these user interfaces uses connect uses this all these services through the gateway service, and security is in JSON Web Token. JSON Web Token security has been implemented to secure the site. Okay, now we present the system. Okay, first, before we see if all the services are up and running, okay, so we have things in order. Okay, so we have this is the main login page for the system. Okay, so once you start this thing, you are presented we have developed an authentication guard in the system, so it prevents user to use and accessing other parts of this website before the authentication. Okay, so we have a user here, john@gmail.com. okay, and password John. Okay, so this is our main home page. After the login, so in this place we have presented some articles that discuss they try to educate the user, especially in terms of relationship. There are some good interesting articles from a website called psychologytoday.com. So if you click on the links, you can see the full posts and blog posts there written by different experts in their field. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Then we have in this So what? Then we have personality test. So when a user, a new user, is supposed to take the personality test in the beginning. So this is the test that's dynamically loaded from the psychology service. So when you right now we only have one test in the system, but system is capable of introducing more tests and interact accordingly. So these are these tests consist of 70 different questions. So just for the demonstration purpose, I've just developed a convenience function that will select option A for all of the given questions, respond like this one. So these are the type of questions that try to determine what type of try to figure out your internal thinking and how you would behave in different type of situations. So for example, if you see these questions, okay, so just for the thing, just for the demonstration purpose, so we have implemented a form validation as well. So this selection also helps ease our validation as well, because all the answers have to be answers before the form can be submitted. Okay, all right, so let's see. So the test is submitted. So whenever any user in the relationship, every person is matched with exactly one partner, and if the his other if the user or his partner or anyone takes this particular test, it updates the personality profile, and the score of the relationship is updated as well. So in general, these tests are effective only if you are using the psychological tools given in this system, and making some serious effort. And after 1 month, minimum after 1 month, you're supposed to retake this test, and based on these tests, we determine how your relationship and you are improving in your relationships. So if you say, if in this one, based on the thing, this is a profile and there's a personality type of this subject person we assumed here. So these are the details. So there we have in system, we have all 16 type of personality details, and system can generate accordingly what personality type you have. Similarly, a partner would have similar thing. So there's a ENFJ. This is like their personality profile and discusses how they would behave and in general in their life. Okay, in this section, in your relationship profile tells the overall score of your relationship. It generally scores the last relationship score, and it based on that score, it tells generates comments like how your match is good, and like what is the chance of success in this one. So if you see in this particular subject case, we have for John and Sarah, their relationship started from like they're improving in their thing. They started from 40, which is just okay, and then they're like significantly improving like after with time, and for last 2-3 months it's been stable, and like it's good, it's going good actually. And maybe if they continue more, they can go up to like 90%, 85%, very high chance of having a successful relationship. So okay, in this section we have presented some psychological tools and educational material, some YouTube videos. If you click on this one, these discusses how cognitive behavior and cognitive restructuring works. Okay, these are some talks, and there are some tools which are actually taken from the website called psychologytools.com. They have given permission on their website for non-commercial use of these tools. So like this is this for this particular project is just academic in nature. So if you say briefly discusses what this tool is supposed to achieve, and if you say like there's a worksheet and there's instructions how to work with these instructions, and thing. All right, then we have for example different type of worksheets and psychological worksheets and exercises. Okay, so yeah, so you are supposed to do these type of exercises and read this educational material over the time, and these are some just some of the things for the if you go to this website or other similar website, you can find more interesting material, and it's up to the user to use those tools and improve the quality of their thinking and personality to make their relationship better. Okay, and so yeah, that's pretty much the system is. And yes, so we also try to implement the multi-language support, but it's not functional at the moment. But yeah, that's how it is. Okay, so yes, thank you very much for taking the time to see this video. We hope you have a good day. Thank you very much.